my paper stash smash, which is just simply using what you have. So whether you do paper crafting or needlework or painting, you know, we all get caught up in the, oh wow, I just saw that, I need to go buy it. So part of this collab, or most of this collab, is giving you ideas on how to use things you have. So what I had was an 8x8 paper pad. It's from a company called Graphic 45 and it was called Charmed. It looks like it's from 2022, so it's not that old, but I've had it in my stash. And I'll be honest, I just didn't feel it. It just didn't speak to me. I think I picked it up a while ago and thought, oh, it's Halloween. I'll get something Halloween. And I've had it and just hadn't done anything. So I said, you know what? I've got it. Before I buy more Halloween, let me use it. And normally I make mini albums and journals and cards and that kind of thing. But I did something really far out of my comfort zone. I went, and I'm going to show you the website that I went to. It's Lori Whitlock, and I am an affiliate, so there is a link if you're interested in this or a couple other things that you might see. And I wanted to do something dimensional. So you see that I found this. There were some really cute 3D houses that I thought would be fun. And I probably should have chosen that for my first 3D project, but no, instead of doing that, I went with this one. Not a house, but a whole village. So here is the view of it. And then I'm going to try to get a couple of close-up shots. So there's a window, and pay attention to the details, like around the window frames. There's different things cut out of the paper that I used, and I inked some edges, and I cut a lot of things. Like there's the vine. Well, I'll show you a close-up in a little bit, but there is a lot that went into this. It was not as simple as I had thought it would be. All right, let me take you to my desk and show you what we've got. So here it is on my desk. It's all flat now. So it shows you, I think it folds, like if you go like this, I don't know. It folds in half like this. I'm not going to try to fold it. I'll wait till after the season and see, or if I actually do list it for sale. But let me show you a couple of the details that you may not have noticed. First of all, I used this Halloween collection and there was no, what, see the trees? This is paper. It's got cats on it. And if I didn't point it out, did you notice it? And then this one has stars in it. I did fussy cut this. It's got, you may have seen it in the close-up, but it's got some birds in there. I just thought that was cute. This one has purpley flowers. This one has pumpkins. I should have mixed it up a little bit more, but when I was cutting things out, I didn't know what I was doing, to be honest with you. I figured it out as I went. Let me give you a hint. If you want to get this file, and I think it was $9.99 and there was a 50 off sale. So if it's something you want, just check every Friday is seemingly when the sales go on, or for a holiday or weekends. I don't know. Just double check it. Or $9.99 is not that bad because you can use it as many times as you want. But I would suggest doing it with the plain paper that they show. Like use gray for the gray, the purple for the purple. Put it together once using just solid cardstock. It'll help you figure out where things go when it's time to put it together. A couple other things. So the trees, I tried to ink around the tree branches. I should have just left it blank. I think it would show a little bit better. So like the trees, I at first inked around the branches. I should have left it plain. I think it would have shown a little better. I did cut a lot of the details for the roof line. So here and here, and I guess over here. I just thought it added some fun detail to it. You do get, this was a Cricut file. I did cut it out in orange, but I inked it with some, I'm sorry, I cut it out in white, but inked it in orange. I just wanted to tone it down. See how this is bright white? Now I didn't mind that because it's a spider web and it's right smack dab in the middle of it. And I thought it would sort of pull your eye to the middle and then you can move around it. But you see how bright that is compared to everything else that's toned down. I did use ink on the doors. I actually took a paintbrush and made like the panels in the doors. Oh, that's another one of the details that I cut out from the paper collection. And then things like the tree, the vines on here. The orange house was just too stark orange. So what I did is there was, I think it's this paper actually, and I just fussy cut 10, 15 vines and took my pen and drew some viney things on the house itself and then attached the leaves to it. I did put pumpkin here in the window. I put some pumpkins along the side here, pumpkin there, as if it's part of the vine, as if it's growing from there. There was this one paper that just had those pumpkins, and I fussy cut 1, 2, 3, 4 sections and glued them together and just folded them so it is dimensional when you open it all up. More areas where you can see I used some inking just to tone down that black a little bit. This I didn't do too much with because it was just the side piece, although I should have tried to match this. I did a better job over here. I decided to make the roof shingle-y sorta and just cut this out and layered it and then cut these teeny little strips. You see those? To make it look like bricks. Yeah, that was a lesson in futility. And then finally I used an edge punch. It was a scalloped edge punch to make this detail on the roof, to make it look like tiles on the roof. Don't know if it was worth the effort, but I had fun doing it. And then finally I took some of the elements from the collection, like this boo. I raised that up. I took this girl and she's actually on some dimensional foam. So is the boo. And then I cut this and just folded it, just put it in my scoreboard and folded it so it sits out about 1/2 inch just to give a little dimension. And same with this witch. She sits out about 1/2 inch. I added pumpkins on top again for some dimension. And a couple of details like the bat. I just fussy cut from the paper. The cat, I fussy cut. It was a lot of fun to do. I enjoyed doing it. Would I do it again? Well, I don't know. Maybe. There is a video when you go to the Lori Whitlock site that shows how to put together a Christmas version. Again, very simple, not all this detail, but I used that a lot. So could I do this in Christmas? I sure could. I mean, why not? Of course, I wouldn't put the spider webs, but you know, I could have Santa Claus, I could have snowmen. So even though I've already purchased this for Halloween, why couldn't I use it for Christmas? So I just wanted to show you that I still had lots of paper left over, and in an upcoming video I'll show you what else I did with it. Let me show you the bad side though. I mean, it's not bad, it's just, that's the back side. I had to tape this down. There's little pieces that connect in, like over here. A little tab that goes in an insert. I don't know. It was fun to do. So that is what I wanted to show you today. That is my Halloween decoration for the year. I'm going to put it on my desk. You may see it in future videos. If I do decide to keep it, it folds flat. It's lightweight. It's not a big deal. But again, like I say, I'll probably move it on out because I'll do something different next year. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. If you're new to my channel, welcome. Subscribe so you can see more things on how I can smash my stash. Thanks so much for watching and have a fabulous day.